1065 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
It's a great day to be alive on this game day Thursday. Kyle, Bruston, Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin, and we got a treat for you. My name's Ben Bruss, alongside our Packer backer dressed for winter in our studio, Kyle Wallace.
It is cold in here. I think yesterday this exasperated, is that what that is?
You literally, it's 68 in here.
It's freezing
Brad
in
and I
here.
are like, this is how we run. This is perfect. And Kyle's at the end of the show, when the show's over,
Brother.
you were sniffling.
Yes.
Like you got sick.
Not my soft. Don't be culturally insensitive.
How is that culturally
insensitive,
My
bro?
roots come from south of the equator. I'm not built to be in no damn ice box. I like it cozy and warm.
Yeah, well,
feel
you
like I'm
were
back down
born
right
north
now.
of the
Yeah,
equator.
Listen, my blood. That's my blood. I'm a warm-blooded man. What can I say?
Running too hot.
I'm literally. I mean, yesterday I was freezing. Now I'm sniffling today, so I had to put on my nice little oversized Packer backer jacket, though.
The man behind the booth is not Alex Strofe. We have no Brad Nortman. Don't get too excited. It's just Ashton Rotman, executive producer of ESPN Milwaukee, formerly of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. For those in Madison who haven't had a chance to listen to Ashton Rotman, you haven't missed much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Happy to have
Dang,
you.
shots fired, man. This is going to be a hell of a 2 hours, man. You already taking
He doesn't
shots.
2 hours? Ugh, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
as soon
we
as I
are
can.
from 2 to 4 as a full show today because coverage for Green Bay Game Day pregame show without Alex Strofe will start at 4 p.m. Scheduled to appear Jason Wilde. Scheduled to appear Steve Calhoun.
Stevie Calhoun.
Armed and Dangerous, Jordan Love's personal quarterback's coach in the offseason, Greg Scalzo, big boss of Good Karma Brands, and Gabe Neitzel, who will be hosting Green Bay Game Day pregame show.
Oh, wow,
so we
we're
got
packed.
we got over under. The royal family of Franklin, I know, is waiting for those
Ooh, what time is that at?
2:45. So we got a lot to get to. But first and foremost, is this the least shocking thing in the world, Kyle? And 800-990-3776 is the number to get into the show. You can also catch us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Strofe's first words when he woke up this morning, a little sick, what were they? You got to guess.
Good morning. I'm tired. I'm lazy.
I can't believe I'm going to miss Green Bay Game Day.
Oh, my gosh. You can't believe it. What do you mean?
Nothing about Kyle Bruston Nortman. And then another birdie told me the other thing that was muttered was, at least it's not a Mr. Irrelevant day as well.
Oh, wow. You know what, Strofe? I was already mad at Strofe for something different. I was going
What, for being the Gen Z softie?
No, forget all that, being a Gen Z softie. I was mad because he texted us at 5:30 in the morning this morning.
Did it buzz and wake you up?
Hell yeah, buzzed and woke me up. I was so mad about that. I said I wanted to text back and say, bro, do not text us at 5:30 in the morning unless it is an emergency. That was a worthless text. It could have waited.
It was worthless.
It was like, why? Wait, just because you up don't mean everybody else got to be up. And then you're sick.
But it was also, I'm sick, feel bad for me. That's exactly what it was.
Because he sent the text first, and then he told us later, guys, I'm going to have to take a day today.
Yeah.
He tried to set us up like he cared. I was like, I was upset, but I was like, oh, he must really care about this show. No. He was setting us up for the okie doke. He was setting us up to pull the wool over our eyes and say, I can't come in today.
Can't do Green Bay Game Day across ESPN Wisconsin, 620 WTMJ from 6 to 7. You know, priorities are priorities.
Oh, my gosh. I can't believe that.
So no Brad. It's Ben and Kyle hanging out with you, KBN Nation, with Ashton Rotman running the show. Who we got in Madison? Let's cue up Madison. Let's see who we're hanging out with till 4 o'clock over the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios.
Oh, it's me, Benny.
Yeah!
Hey, Wally.
I love Ryan Bullersheim.
Hey, Ashton. How you doing, man?
Since Kyle and I gave you advice on how to have more swag, have you gotten any more dates?
No more dates. I've had some conversations, some feelers out there.
Hey, send me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot of the conversation.
No, I'm not sending you screenshots.
What you mean?
That's not happening.
I'm trying to help you. Elevate your game. I'm giving you free game.
Free game.
Oh, you're going to help me review the film, All 22 with Kyle Wallace?
100%. Listen, I've learned a lot in my days. I've learned the good, the bad. I learned what I need to take out, and not use ever again. I learned the stuff that makes them say, "Aw." If you want her to just fawn over you, when she sees that you messaged her and all of a sudden she goes, "Oh, I'm so happy he messaged me," or she's thinking and waiting for you to message her.
This is Mr. Swagger coming out.
You'll thank me. No, I'm telling you, you'll thank me.
For those who missed it, we're trying to help Ryan Walsh. I'm the great producer of ESPN Madison find love. We're trying to help Madison Hayes.
It's on a 4-year drought.
ESPN.
4 year. Stop it.
We don't have to continue. Yeah. We don't have to.
I love how Ashton had the audacity to do The Price is Right. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, you know what's
Bro,
great?
you were in the same boat as Ryan Wollersheim for 10 years.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
You know what the key word there was, though? Keyword?
Were. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's now
Engaged,
happily engaged, and if it wasn't her, it was going to be nobody.
Oh, wow.
That's probably true, though.
Y'all just Sahara Desert. That's your new nickname. That's your new nickname. The Sahara Desert.
And you know what? It's pretty good.
This is the worst.
Thanks, Ryan. Thanks for your time. Enjoy the show. What I do want to say is what is smart that Kyle's done, that I've done, that Ashton has done, is if you find love, then all of your flaws don't matter. Because today, I was told that on the menu at a local deli that I go to for lunch a lot had French onion soup. And my fiance was really excited about this French onion soup. So I go there, I get myself a sandwich, I add the cup of soup, and I kept the soup in the paper bag while I took my sandwich out to eat it. Now, she was in a meeting, and so I couldn't eat lunch with her, so I was like, all right, I'll save it for her. I then sat with somebody else to eat, and then when somebody else was done, I put her garbage and my garbage in the bag, and I threw the bag away.
Oh, no, you threw out her lunch?
40 minutes later, she comes in to talk to me, and she goes, so where's my French onion soup? I normally put it in the fridge, and I panicked. I ran to the garbage can. I dug through the garbage can. It was the soup. The soup was saran wrapped. It was in a paper bag.
So no one's truly listening to what Ben has just said.
No. The soup is fine.
Into the garbage and then wanted to feed it to
800-990
your child and wife to be
3776. If you had soup that was saran wrapped and was safely in a paper bag that was in a garbage, would you dig it out and eat it? Because I would hate it.
No,
you are not her.
Yeah, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. You mean to tell me, just so I have this correct, is that you bought her lunch, you threw her lunch away, and instead of saying, whoops, my bad, you said, whoop, there it is in the garbage. Let me go grab it out.
There it is.
I cannot believe your mind did not say, let me go grab her something else. Instead,
we had a meeting.
You give her something. I
gave her my card.
Right away?
Right away.
You gonna tell lies? You gonna tell lies?
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
That's not what happened.
What do you mean was that what happened?
There was a negotiation.
There was a negotiation.
What was the negotiation? Enlighten me then and what I missed in my own conversation.
Well, it's not only that it was a negotiation, but the way you described what happened is not 100% how it
All right,
happened.
you guys tell my story.
Kyle?
All I know is I come into the show meeting and his lovely fiance is standing at the door with some other people in the room. I actually walked past, like, what's going on here? I said, oh, I'm supposed to be in this meeting. And I walk in and she said, yeah, guess what Ben did? Look at this picture. He threw my French onion soup out. Oh, ain't nothing here but onions. There's no soup. It's just all
There's no
onions.
broth.
Onions. He said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And so then she's like, yeah, what am I going to do? And I said, well, Ben, you got to buy her some more food. And Ben was like, huh?
Yeah, what a wild concept. Go buy her more.
I took the soup and I put it into a real bowl from the kitchen. I put the crackers that I crumpled up in there.
You basically put lipstick on a pig. Is what
you did. You did. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want y'all to know this right now. Ben, you just really messed it up for a lot of us millennials because you are not a representation of what men should be. We should be loving. We should be caring. We should be considerate. But the fact that you somehow still found love, I just want to let everybody know. Wally, you listen up. I want you to listen
I'm a
good.
walking miracle.
You are a walking miracle. And Wally, I want you to listen up. If this man can throw his fiance's food in the garbage and try to feed her garbage French onion soup, that means there's somebody out there that can love you too. Because I'm going to tell you this, she didn't say she's going to leave him for it. No, she just accepted the fact that he was going to pay for a new one after we had to pull teeth from him.
No, I checked back in and she got a salad. And I was like, so does this suffice? She looked at me dead ass and goes, I really, really wanted that French onion soup. And so I knew it's not good. It's not good. I'm going to a concert tonight, so she's going to be taking care of the baby.
You need to go get French onion soup before you go to the concert.
And maybe I need to
A real pro move would be go. He's right though. Go get her some French onion soup. It's just a gesture.
Yeah, but I'm with KBN Nation here. 800-990-3776.
Believes in you.
It's sealed saran wrap in a bag. Come on, no big deal. Exactly what I thought.
You have not seen our garbage here. Our garbage is
we
filthy
literally got
and
an
it's
email
disgusting.
about it today.
Ben, if it's wrapped in a bag, it's fine.
Oh, my
JB and the V, nothing tastes finer than soup from the dumpster. Good job, Benny. I should have read that one. I thought
yeah,
good job.
no,
I saw good job, Benny.
That's all you read.
And that's all I read.
I didn't realize you wanted to marry Oscar
I don't get it.
from the Sesame Street, the Grouch.
Who's the Grouch? Oh,
yeah.
I love trash.
Yeah, and you want your girl to try to love trash too. You should be ashamed of yourself and extremely disappointed.
But here's the thing: I
Here's
would
the
have
thing.
ate it. The only thing
It's just you. That's you. You should not pull her down to the level of eating out of the garbage. That is disgusting.
through thick and thin,
No,
or whatever the
hey,
stuff
man,
we're gonna say
Kyle.
at the wedding.
I am cheap. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I am cheap, but I ain't never letting my baby girl eat out the garbage. Now, come on, now. I got standards.
The hard thing I knew I was going to have to get past was not the broth. It was the fact that like the croutons came as like, firm croutons, and they expanded twice the size from sitting in the broth, so they weren't even hard croutons.
Did you apologize?
No, she knows it was an honest mistake, but she was like, "What's wrong with you?"
Why didn't you offer her immediately to replace her food after she complained about the nasty?
Dennis, that's totally acceptable. See, Kyle sounds like he wears women's underwear.
Men are trash. I'm going to tell you this right now.
Please read them
Men are trash. You know, Wally, I'm going to tell you this right now. There are going to be a field of women either freshly single from a divorce or just, whenever. But I'm telling you this right now.
Might be my fiancé.
Based off some of the reactions from the talking text line, we are in. I see why 50% of people get divorced. I see why. Men are trash. I thought it was women. It's you. You guys are the problem.
Wally, did you learn anything from the last 10 minutes?
I've been completely tuning it out at this point.
Whoa!
I haven't learned a thing.
Tuning out us or tuning out like advice?
Oh, just you.
Just you, really, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
What
I feel
happened?
you,
I
Wally.
like you.
Doesn't mean it goes both ways. Sounds like you and
roasted your ass.
your wife are kind of having the same thing going on right now.
Hey, this kid is good.
You like that kid?
I like that.
this
He got
kid?
you. He said, feel like me and your wife got the same thing. 'Cause I know she's not happy with you.
I'll kill
Man,
it.
you got to bite the bullet. I ruined my.
What do you mean?
I ruined a duvet that cost $300 some, $350, and I didn't want to buy a new duvet.
And then you did, and then you got one that wasn't as nice, and she doesn't like it.
But she has a duvet. I spent over $100.
You buried the lead.
I spent $100.
You said you got another one. You can tell that she doesn't like it.
But I spent over $100 because I wanted to replace it. Right? I didn't just make her say, "Well, we're just going to use this old one." No, I said we're going to replace this one. That's what
See,
we're
Zach,
gonna
I'm
replace
with you. His wife accidentally threw out a chicken quesadilla last week, individually wrapped in its own bag inside a bag. I still ate it. I do that all the time strong. There's some times where I think I'm done with something, but if it's in a box, I'll put it in the trash, and I'll be like, all right, it's at the top of the trash. I'll open up the box and finish eating the wings that I might have thrown out.
This is a community garbage can. This is not the brush
yeah.
garbage can. A household garbage can is one thing. I may consider it. I still won't do it, but I will consider it. But not a garbage. Our garbage is filled to the brim with all disgusting things that people are eating in this office. Why would you even think that was an acceptable thing to do?
He's so right, but also I think we're going over the fact that Ben just says, and that this other KBN Nation fan just said, they regularly eat from the garbage like it's nothing, like it's no issue.
It's not.
We can acknowledge that you don't have to eat from the garbage, guys. You don't have to.
800-990-3776. Are you with me, or are you with the softies and the scared of germs people of the
Brad
world?
will be appalled by you.
Well, yeah,
He'd be appalled by your actions.
You're dry heaving right now.
That's so actually true. I don't think he'd be able to speak.
No, you're already feeding her non-organic, healthy French onion soup, and now you're trying to feed her non-organic French onion soup out the trash can?
Well, like we said, big show ahead. Jason will the over-under, Green Bay props and preview, Stevie Calhoun, Greg Scalzo, Gabe Neitzel, all coming up before Green Bay game day pregame show. But Jay Love is the story for me heading into tonight's game. Jordan Love is the story, and we'll tell you why he's the story and get your feedback next.
the best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN, and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The time has come.
Yes, the time has come to do what you need to do.
You've put it off as long as you can, but the time has come to choose a Christmas gift for the woman you love.
It needs to be something that will fit perfectly.
Something she will wear constantly.
Something she will love.
Something you can buy today and take home today.
Because you ran out of time. Christmas is upon us.
It's time for you to buy a fabulous pair of diamond stud earrings.
A fabulous pair.
Kessler's has natural diamonds created in the heart of the earth.
And newborn diamonds created in the heart of a star.
And when you buy from Kessler's, you can always trade your Kessler's natural diamond studs in for a larger pair.
We have diamond studs for a few $100s.
And diamond studs for several $1,000s.
2-carat total weight natural diamond studs are just $5,998.
She's going to be extremely happy when she sees what you bought for her.
And that's a good thing.
A very, very good thing.
Find the Kessler's nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Anyway, let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods.
Now through Wednesday, save on 24-pack Essential Everyday Purified Water, 2 for $6. 9.6 to 16.1 ounce selective varieties, Kellogg's cereal, 2 for $7. 11 to 12 ounce or 10 count selective varieties, Starbucks coffee, $7.99. Gallon selective varieties, Prairie Farms white or chocolate milk, $3.99.
And now time for the big reveal, free groceries.
That's too over the top. Try this. Win free groceries from Century Foods.
Win free groceries from Century Foods.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by January 8th.
Cousin Subs is spicing things up this fall with a new sub and a delicious shake. The Chipotle Cheesesteak Sub with either grilled-to-order chicken or steak features pepper jack cheese, sauteed green peppers and onions, jalapenos, and Chipotle ranch dressing. And that's not all. Pair your Chipotle cheesesteak with a delicious mint shake and your taste buds will fall in love. Order in-store, online, or via the mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Experience elite orthopedic care at OAW. Their skilled teams in Pewaukee, Brookfield, and Mukwonago offer tailored treatment for your needs.
The Bucks' 7-game winning streak is over after a 119-104 loss to the Atlanta Hawks at Fiserv Forum. Playing on the second night of a back-to-back, Milwaukee came up short on a lot of their jumpers offensively. The defense surrendered 30 fast break points and 64 points in the paint. Head coach Doc Rivers felt his team just didn't have enough juice after a hard-fought win the night before.
And I thought we were dead-legged. We didn't think well, which is a direct sign of fatigue. That was an emotional, hard game yesterday, and then to come in tonight, I didn't think we had a lot.
Next up for the 11-10 Bucks, a trip to Boston Friday night to take on the defending NBA champion Celtics. Tip-off from TD Garden is at 6:30.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Book your appointment today at orthowisconsin.com.
The way Ashton titled the YouTube stream, Jordan Love needs to have his Green Bay Heisman moment against the Lions. No, Jordan Love is not in college, but we'll get to that conversation as we wrap up our first one about me throwing my fiance's soup in the garbage, taking it out of the garbage. It was fully wrapped in saran wrap in a paper bag. Totally edible. Served it for her that way. Robin Madison, 800-990-3776. Should she have ate it, or was I in the wrong?
Yeah, dude. I've been listening to you and your show. I listened to your old show. And in your old show, sir, you were like a doofus. Like the resident doofus. And they gave you this show, as kind of the moderator. And I was like, oh, my God, Ben probably isn't that stupid. It was, kind of a shtick.
And
then I turned on the radio today, and you're treating your fiance like a trash panda, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Rob, that's not the call I was looking for.
No, he's still a doofus. It wasn't.
He's
It wasn't
our
a shtick.
doofus, though. He is our doofus, and we love Ben. That help you?
Kyle didn't jump in and
I was ready to defend you.
I mean, come on now. This is something pretty idiotic to. I mean, throwing it away, mistakes happen, but throwing it away and trying to feed it to somebody is egregious. What would her father say? What would your future father-in-law say if you tried to feed her? Matter of fact, Ashton, can you cut that last segment?
Let's not send that to the future in-laws.
Trust me, Kyle. You don't want the ammo against you. You don't want it.
How good?
I don't want to do that to Ben. I don't want that to me.
How good they treat them, and that's what they do.
They treat us
garbage.
pretty well.
Yeah.
Is there any way you could have discreetly done this?
No.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I mean, when you were in there with me in the room and she said, "Hey, where's my lunch?" I could be, "Oh, let me get it."
Yeah. Instead, you just knew it was in the garbage and said, "Oh, I think I threw it out."
But wouldn't people have seen you dig in the garbage?
Yes. Someone she knows well was like, "I can't believe I'm watching you do this for her food." I was done for. Mike and Tosa on garbage can eating.
Hey guys, been listening to you from day one. First time caller. Kyle Wallace is a beast. Ben is not a doofus. Wrapped up food is okay. I will do it, especially at home. That's okay. But I got one good for you guys. I have a former coworker of mine who is so cheap that he would go to the movie theaters and he would look for the soda cup at the very top of the garbage can, take it out, wash it out, and go get the refill because he didn't want to pay for the soda at the movie theater.
Now, Mike, this is good stuff because that person has outdone Brad Nortman, who sneaks in a whole lettuce wrap and oatmeal.
I would rather sneak that in than actually dumpster dive.
That's why I'm so glad you guys answered my call because I knew this might have taken the cake there.
Yeah, it does. Thank you, Mike.
You want to hear a real quick story about this? Being cheap real quick.
You have plenty of stories.
My father, one time my father was at a little restaurant here, like a fast food restaurant shop, and my aunt was there as well. And so she wasn't paying attention, and she heard my dad ordering food, and she heard the voice, and she said, "Oh, I know that voice. That's Mr. Wallace. That's my brother-in-law." And of course, based off what he's ordering, my dad, at that time was like 50 years old, was ordering off the kids' menu.
No.
My auntie said, "Yep, that's cheap
that's
Papa
my brother,
Wallace.
yeah.
That's my brother-in-law, all right." So I get being cheap. For
MK
sure.
in the desert. Then we get to the Green Bay Packers. You're up. Let's tie a bow to me feeding my fiance soup from the garbage.
Yeah, Ben, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I was telling your producer that I think one of the reasons why you navigate like you do, and only you would know this, but it's because, you're famous athlete on the radio, good-looking dude.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. You can kind of get you can kind of get away with that kind of stuff, whereas us average guys, maybe Kyle's in that average category, we have to kind of go above and beyond. We would never think of doing that kind of stuff, especially if we're kind of with a trick that might be that next level or somewhat out of our league.
Did he say trick?
If there's any way you could, if you can kind of pick up a book that's like
Dating for Dummies?
For guys that are average looking, yeah. But for guys that are average looking, maybe that can give you some tips on how you kind of have to go above and beyond.
Now,
Because,
MK, as our movie expert, I love you, but I don't need advice.
No, wait a minute, brother. Did you just say I was average looking?
Yeah, we're over that.
I heard it. That's what he said.
He also called you the producer, and Ashton goes, "I have a name."
I do have a name.
He didn't. I think you are extremely disrespectful. He disrespected Ashton than me.
And kind of me.
Dang.
Acting like I can't.
Okay, but only one of the three of us deserve it today.
He called you a handsome, good-looking guy.
You're right.
Give away
and famous. I was like, famous?
He just said,
famous.
You're just a regular averge guy, Kyle.
You are.
The video
you are.
Hey, my girl told me I was cute today when I walked out of the house. Guess not.
Isn't that the best feeling in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I wear my black pants.
It's a good feeling.
She's always like, "I love when you wear those black pants." Thanks, babe.
Why don't you ever wear them here?
Because I save them for the weekends when we actually do things. Nice, Ashton. How about we go to the producer's selection of whatever audio choice he wants to play? How about that?
I like that. Hey, let's hear from Chris Canty earlier this morning on Unsportsmanlike. How about talking about our guy, J Love?
It's starting to look a lot like what we saw in the second half of the regular season last year. And we've seen the upside of Jordan Love when he's at his best. he can spin it with the best of them. And if we get that version of Jordan Love that we saw in the second half of last year on into the playoffs, the Green Bay Packers are the scariest team in the NFC. Not the Philadelphia Eagles, not the Detroit Lions. It's the Green Bay Packers. The only question that we have on this team now is the quarterback, because we believe in everything else. We believe in the wide receivers. We believe in Josh Jacobs. We believe in that offensive line. We believe in that defense that has been revamped by new defensive coordinator Jeff Hafley. The biggest question right now is Jordan Love, and Jordan Love is starting to answer that question in the affirmative.
That was Chris Canty earlier this morning on ESPN Wisconsin in the mornings on Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Michelle Smallman. One small takeaway. I don't know he's saying all this we stuff with we all believe in the defense and Jeff Hafley. I think there's an opportunity to continue to believe in Jeff Hafley, but I can't put the full we believe because we did a poll if you trust the defense, and it wasn't like a resounding 90-10 or 80-20. He was pretty split when talking about the defense. But where I do agree with Canty is he can spin it with the best of them. But we haven't seen him spin it with the best of them in the biggest moments. And I think this is a huge opportunity for Jordan Love to be like, hey, off the bye, I've been good against the Dolphins, the 49ers, but I need him to have that moment, right? Like, I need that J Love, like, moment this year.
Yeah, we all feel like he needs to have that statement type game, right? Like last year against the Detroit Lions, I feel like he made a statement because he gave us hope and he made us believe that he could truly be the franchise quarterback. And I'll take you all back down memory lane with the Green Bay Packers and that Detroit Lions game. They were coming off beating the Los Angeles Chargers. And then that Detroit game on Thanksgiving Day, we all were like, we'll see what the Packers can do. And they came out firing. Jordan Love threw for 3 touchdowns, 268 yards, and he let everybody know he was going to be the franchise quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. Now, this game right here.
And continuously after that, let everyone know.
He did, exactly. But this moment that he has today he can let everybody know that he is joining the elite company of the quarterbacks in the NFL. If he can go on a road against a team that he played against earlier this year, an 11-1 football team, a team that he struggled because he was injured in that game against the Detroit Lions, if he goes into Detroit and comes away with an excellent performance where he throws for 250-plus yards, 3 touchdowns, and leads the Green Bay Packers to a victory, that will be the biggest statement that he can make, and everybody will be shocked and really satisfied with the overall improvement. And the biggest thing for me for Jordan Love and what I love about this improvement that we have seen is the fact that Jordan Love earlier this year had an issue. He had a problem. What was the problem?
Giving it to their team.
Decision making. As soon as we come out of the bye, what did he do? He threw an interception, but it was
a good read, bad execution.
For somebody to know that there's a problem and to correct it just like that shows you that Jordan Love is on the cusp of doing something incredible, and I can't wait to see it start tonight.
800-990-3776, Adam 3113 Green Bay, Dennis. So this is the biggest Packer game this year, and I'm not nervous at all, which is unlike me. Are you nervous, Kyle?
No, man.
You confident?
This is an opportunity, man. This is the opportunity for the Green Bay Packers to whoop some behind.
Yeah, I'm with you. And the way Ashton phrased it on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Madison is Jordan Love needs his Green Bay Packers Heisman moment against the Lions. And I know this isn't college football, but I love the idea of like, you look around the league, and of the top quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson's having an unbelievable year passing the football, and obviously what he can do with his legs. Josh Allen last weekend, even though he only threw for 148 yards, he caught one, rushed one, and passed for a touchdown, right? Like, you're seeing the best of the best always continue to produce at a super high level and be the story of the game. I want Jordan Love to undoubtedly be the conversation, right? If the Green Bay Packers have success down the stretch, it's going to be because Jordan Love. That's how it was last year, and the way this team is right now, that's how it's going to be this year. They're good, but they can be great when he is great. I know it's a tall task to ask somebody great all the time, but he showed what he is capable of doing on the football field.
It's not.
And we need some consistency of that.
It's not a tall task.
It is a tall task.
No, it is what he gets paid to do. You can't tell me that because I saw Brett Favre take on that task, though he threw way too many interceptions with that, but I saw him take that on, and he led the Green Bay Packers. I saw Aaron Rodgers take on that tall task of leading the Green Bay Packers, and now we are watching in front of our eyes Jordan Love take on that tall task, and again, tonight can be the night where he basically lets everybody know that I am officially here and there is no more questions, ifs, ands, or buts about whether or not I am elite quarterback and the best quarterback in the NFC.
Well, We'll have questions for somebody who knows a lot about the green and gold. His name is Jason Wilde, host of Wilde and Tausch 9 to noon across these stations. Jason Wilde joins Kyle Brust-Nortman, Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, no Brad, Ashton Rotman in for Alex Strofe, and the Sahara Desert, Ryan Wollersheim, running the show at the ESPN Madison studios. More Kyle Brust-Nortman next.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman.
Oh, wow. North? Spread Eagle is way north. Way north.
Stop. You're doing the thing where you don't know what you're doing.
No, it is, though.
We don't know where up north is.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Hey, it's Gary Olson here for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking for that midday escape? Or maybe you want to impress a client? Get a little slice of summer on the links with Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, a top-tech, cutting-edge golf experience that gives you the chance to play legendary courses. Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center's simulators, entertainment, and best Bloody Mary make it feel like summer all year round. With bays at just $35 an hour, Mondays through Thursdays. That summer feel is easily back in your life. Book your bay at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Gina Dello from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get as low as $19 per window and $81 per patio door per month.
PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2024.
It's almost Christmas, and Capco Kids to Kids Toy Drive event is this Saturday in Grafton.
Come enjoy the holidays with us and WTMJ as we collect toys for families in need this season.
There will be musical performances and a fun tribute for the Ozaukee County first responders.
And don't forget to bring toys.
Help us make a difference this Christmas. Visit KidsToKidsToyDrive.com.
See you this Saturday in Grafton.
Who doesn't love diamonds? Hey, it's Ben Brust from Kyle Brust-Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. I know my fiance loves diamonds as evidenced from the natural diamond engagement ring I bought her at Robert Hack Diamonds. But did you know Robert Hack Diamonds also has access to thousands of lab-grown diamonds? Any shape, any size, stop in at Robert Hack Diamonds location and mention ESPN for a pair of high color and clarity 2-carat total weight lab-grown diamond studs for $6.99. Yes, $6.99 for a 2-carat total weight diamond stud. Want 4-carat total weight? Robert Hack Diamonds has you covered there too. Now is the time where you can see the deals from all sorts of jewelry stores, but before buying, make sure you call Robert Hack Diamonds. They will crush, and I mean crush, the deal you found. They want your business, and they have already earned mine. Remember, 2-carat total weight lab-grown diamond studs for just $6.99, and all you have to do is mention ESPN on your next trip to one of their 2 Robert Hack Diamond stores. Learn about all they do at RobertHackDiamonds.com.
With your Saganiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. Number 5 Marquette unbeaten no more as they lost to number 6 Iowa State 81-70 out in Ames. Cam Jones finished with 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 9 assists, but with just 6 of 21 from the field.
Cam Jones in the lane. Scoop is good. He took on 2 players. We are tied at 61-all.
Chase Ross went out with an ankle injury in the first half and did not return. Next up for the 8-1 Golden Eagles, an in-state rivalry matchup with number 11 Wisconsin Saturday afternoon at Fiserv Forum.
Network Health knows that good health knows no age limit. That's why they offer superior local health plans for individuals of all generations. Whether you're a young professional, a growing family, or enjoying your golden years, plan is designed to meet your unique healthcare needs. For more about Network Health's business, individual, or Medicare Advantage plans, call Eric Pearson, Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. Eric, 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and it is Championship Week. Are you ready to make some money betting on the games? For only $49 this weekend, you can get yourself into profit betting on sports. $49 gets you 4 football, 4 basketball, and 9 NFL prop games going this weekend for only $49. Go to FatJackSports.com and consistently build profits starting this weekend for only $49. Get a longer package, it's less than $100 a week. FatJackSports.com to win this weekend.
You're listening to Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. The Wolf of Wall Street was on the other day when I was flipping through channels. Great family film.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year,
I'm a naturally inquisitive person.
holding everybody accountable.
If you feel better about that, I'm happy to do so.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Joining us now on Kyle Bruston Nortman. Ben Bruss, Kyle Walsh, no Brad Nortman, no Alex Strofe. Ashton Rotman running the show, and joining us is Jason Wilde of Wilde and Tausch. As Kyle likes the music part of this.
Oh, yeah, I like this type of music.
Kygo, one of my Spotify Wrapped top artists.
This is Kygo?
Yeah, I started listening to the song because of Jason, but it's like a mix of songs, right, Jason?
It's Kygo and DNCE, the offshoot band that one of the Jonas Brothers started. So that's why that voice for those of us, I've been told by my children that the Jonas Brothers are dad music.
No.
I'm okay with. Hey, I'm a dad. I like them. I have a playlist on Spotify that is called "Dad is the Lost Oldest Jonas Brother" because I really enjoy their work, and I'm okay with that. I'm not ashamed. I need your help with something though.
Here for you.
You guys are young and cool, and yet this is an older movie. So I was thinking about this today when Tausch and Jesse were getting after me, that you guys would be the perfect focus group to ask this about. So Tausch's headline, I don't know if I've ever said you guys are the perfect focus group, but there's a first time for everything. Tausch did his headline, which I miss the singing. The acting is fine and all that. But
I'm with you, Jason. I miss the singing too.
He doesn't like hearing that, and it's not a disrespect to the Academy. But the movie was Gladiator. Okay, I have never seen Gladiator. In fact, all I know about Gladiator is, "Are you not entertained?" Or I don't even know if that's close to the way Russell Crowe says it.
You gotta see it.
Isn't this why you are here?
I've never seen it either.
I will get my revenge.
I'm here to admit that I've never seen it. So between the two of you and, of course, Ashley, who I never get to talk to anymore, and we used to be friends and stuff, I am curious, is this unforgivable? Because I feel like there's lots of other people who haven't seen the Star Wars movies like me. Or until recently, I had never seen The Godfather, and then it happened to be on, and I watched it. But is never seeing Gladiator, especially now with the sequel coming out, is that unforgivable? Am I
I got a question for you, Jason. Do you trust and like Ashton Rotman?
I like him.
Oh, I think I'd rather you trust me.
Just kidding. I saw an opportunity for a joke there. Sorry.
He told me, and I have permission, I believe.
Confidence.
Oh, no, you said I could say it. He's going to get a sleeve tattoo, and one of the quotes on the sleeve will come from the movie Gladiator, which means you got to see it.
Let me give the actual context.
No, I just nailed it.
Are you not entertained?
No, that would be good.
Please don't do that.
No, I love tattoos. I one day want to get a full sleeve on my left arm. That's neither here nor there. However, there's a quote from Gladiator that I love, and it's "What we do in life echoes in eternity." I just love that quote.
I don't think that originated from Gladiator.
It
for the
100%
record.
did in my eyes.
Wow, that's a good quote.
It is.
I like that quote.
You got to see the movie.
But
It's not always true, though.
It's true. You can make up for things you do that go awry in life. I'm curious, I'm not a big violence guy. Like
you're not going to like it.
Yeah, I once lied to David Bakhtiari when he was drawing a comparison between Aaron Rodgers and John Wick. And I acted like I'd seen John Wick, and then I finally did see John Wick. And I guess I was entertained in some form or fashion because it's kind of a simplistic storyline where the good guy or a good-ish guy wins in the end over the bad guys. And I don't like movies where the bad guys win, but that's a lot of killing. So there's
a lot of killing, and this one, Jason, Ash and I are bobbing our head back and forth. The bad guy kind of wins, but what doesn't win, it's like a great spoiler.
No.
Oh, you're spoiling the movie. I haven't seen it.
You're not going to watch it.
Wait a minute. Kyle hasn't seen it?
Yeah, he's not a good part of the focus
11 years
group.
old when it came out.
So I was 5.
Yeah, shame on you. Shame on your parents for letting you go see a movie rated R.
I think that's okay.
When you were 5.
Jason, we do want to value your time. Not that this hasn't been a great discussion. I could actually do this the whole
No,
time.
we should probably talk about the Packers.
But
yeah, there's a game today.
As we do know, Green Bay Game Day will be starting at 4 across these very stations. No Alex Strofe, so we're looking forward to definitely getting more Jason, or just a lot of Jason in hour 2 of the Green Bay Game Day pregame show.
Really?
He's sick?
Oh, this is news to you, huh?
This is breaking news because Sydney's got basketball practice from 5 to 6:30, and the Wilde and Tausch, the Wilde hour is 5 to 6. So I'm going to be doing it from like the cafeteria, missing practice. I'm a little irritated that someone would call in sick when I'm having to juggle my schedule too.
So are we.
Yeah, so is Ashton dealing with the picking up of the pieces. But what I'm seeing and feeling right now, today, I'm not speaking in totality of the week. I don't know if it's just the game day buzz and vibe, but there's a lot of confidence that Packer fans have right now heading into that game. Do you think it's fair to have confidence heading into this game based off the injuries of the Lions, based off the trajectory of the Packers last 2 weeks? How do you look at this game?
Yeah, it's a great question, Ben, because I'm feeling the same thing, including from my cohort, Tausch, who... Look, he more often than not, Tausch is right. So I want to make sure I state that for the record, and I don't even care if he's listening or not, although I wish I'd have been listening to the day he just flat out admitted that Jesse whipped him in an argument.
He came on the show and literally couldn't do his appearance. He was that distraught.
Yeah, I can imagine that had to be tough for him, but it's true. Jesse crushed him. But he feels to me, and again, I'm not a fan, so maybe my perspective is just more muted than his. I think there's reason to feel good about their chances, but he sounds like a guy who's pretty certain that they're going to win and pretty confident, and I would say bordering upon overconfident. And I found myself wondering if there are more Packers fans than just him who feel a little overconfident, and I think there might be. I really do, and that's why I'm so fascinated by this game, because look, I expect this to be a really good football game. I agree with Tausch in that I think with what the Lions are dealing with in terms of the injuries, particularly on defense, that this has the makings of a shootout, and not because I'm a believer in the Jeff Hafley defense. I am. I really think that it is a very meaningful upgrade over the Joe Barry defense. I think I've probably been guilty, as have others, of thinking, well, it's a more simple defense to run. It's more aggressive, so it'll be easier for these guys to get up to speed. And frankly, I probably underestimated that, hey, it's still a new defense and guys have to adjust to it. So I feel like they're kind of hitting their stride now, which they need to, but I still think they're probably going to give up a pretty significant number of points tonight just because this Lions offense is so stinking good. So I think I'm really, from a reporter's, storyteller's perspective, I have been really looking forward on the calendar to this game, and I can't wait to see how it plays out tonight, because I think it's got the makings of, remember the last 2 times that these guys the Packers had a Thursday followed by another Thursday game. I think I mentioned this to you guys earlier in the week. In 2007, the second Thursday game was in Dallas, and it was when Rodgers came off the bench. And then in 15, it was the Hail Mary from Aaron Rodgers to Richard Rodgers. 2 pretty unforgettable moments during my career. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's another memorable type moment tonight.
Well, speaking of memorable moments, I know Kyle wants to get into that as we're joined by Jason Wilde here on Kyle Brusson-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin before Green Bay Game Day pregame show. And you mentioned Mark Tauscher and his confidence. Make sure you check out ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. I believe Tausch, Balaga, and others will be joining them for a players-only YouTube. So make sure you check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Jason, today I feel like it's a really big game, not just for this team, but also for Jordan Love. Recently, he's been playing a lot better. Decision-making has turned around for Jordan Love, not turning the ball over as much. Do you think this is the moment that he truly needs to have a statement game today, a coming-out party against the Detroit Lions on national TV?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question too, Kyle. I don't know if he necessarily needs to have a statement game. Like, I think he already had that first kind of hello world, to use the quote from Tiger Woods when he went pro. I think he had his hello world moment when he played as well as he did in Dallas in that playoff game, right? I mean, goes out there, he had a perfect passer rating when he left the game, and then LaFleur panicked and put him back in unnecessarily, which really irritated me because the perfect pass, it's not as good when his passer rating was 157.2 or whatever it was. But I think that was his kind of statement game of, hey, I'm pretty darn good. I think he needs to play well tonight for a couple of reasons. One, for them to have a chance. Like, if it turns into a back-and-forth track meet, they got to be able to put up points. And he can't turn the ball over against their injury-plagued defense. So that's one. Two, I do think it's an important game for him to show, hey, I am back to being the guy that you saw last season down the stretch. That is who I really am. So I think it's important that way. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm not predicting that they'll lose. I'm not predicting that they'll see these guys again because the road to the Super Bowl is not an easy one. But if they play well, like well, and still lose, and maybe Jordan makes a fatal mistake late in the game that is the difference between winning and losing like they did in San Francisco, I'm not writing these guys off for anything. So, yeah, they're almost certainly not going to win the division. I get that. But them going on the road, I think they have, with the defense, which I think it'll be in the final weeks of the season and into the playoffs, with Josh Jacobs, with Love playing with a better level of good decision-making and not taking risks, but still making some big-time throws. I think they have a formula that travels. I think they have a formula that can potentially go into places and win games. Now, does that mean that they can go win at Atlanta or Tampa or Seattle or whatever it would be if they're a wild card and they have to play the NFC South or NFC West champion and then go to Detroit and then go to Philly? That's a pretty tall ask, right?
Yeah.
But I would not rule them out from being capable of that because I think they have the right formula. I just believe personally that they are a year away from having that formula down to such a science that they are a Super Bowl team.
Jason, if you have like 2 minutes, I have one more thing I want to bring up.
I'm doing laundry, man. I'm good.
All right, wonderful.
I'm ready. What fire away.
I didn't think I was going to, but it got me thinking because I thought Brad made a really intriguing point earlier in the week about how Josh Jacobs, Tucker Kraft, and like what he's seeing from the physical mentality in the locker room and how they speak. Do you feel like there's like a shift in, like, they were very well connected, they were young, but do you feel an bigger uplift on how connected this team is? And is that part of the reason why you wouldn't write them off if they lost?
That is one part. I mean, look, I wrote something today for the State Journal about the two guys that came in free agency in Jacobs and McKinney and how good of players they obviously are, but also how they're transformative figures for this team. I mean, they really are. Like, they're just, I brought up to both of them, remembering when Julius Peppers came in 2014, and I remember talking to Julius and him saying, look, I'm the new guy here, so I'm not going to come in here and tell these guys what they need to do, what they're not doing right. That's not, my job is to augment what they already have, and then when they need me to be a leader, to be that. Well, that has not been the dynamic here. They kind of gave these two guys a wide berth to be who they are and lead the way they like to lead. And they have not only been great players, but to a man, Kenny Clark was the first one to say it to me. Like, they are leading our franchise now. And I thought that was really interesting. And they're playing.
Been there a while, so that's telling.
Right. And so what's also interesting is that the way they are playing the game, and look, I don't think McKinney, when you think of who are the physical guys, you don't think of him quite that way, but he's such a sure tackler, which is not what they've had at safety for the last several years. So I think it allows other guys in front of him to be more decisive and physical. And if they whiff, more often than not, except for that touchdown run by Swift in Chicago that left
exactly what you're talking about.
Throwing his helmet and throwing the Surface tablet, like, they know that the guy's going to be there to make, to cover up for them. And so the impact he's had, the impact that Jacobs has had when it comes to physicality, him and Tucker Kraft, who's trucking guys left and right, there's no denying that they have elevated that. But also, as part of that, for the offensive line, and my God, I've been talking to offensive linemen since the start of my career, and because you have Favre and Rodgers and now Love to a certain degree, they're all used to going backwards instead of forwards, right, in pass protection. So there's nothing they love more than being able to go forward and get after guys instead of having to defend their quarterback from guys coming at them. And with Josh Jacobs, and Bulaga and Tausch can explain this way better than me, but they're not the kind of outside zone finesse type run game anymore where you get movement. They're punching you in the mouth. They call it duo, where they double up on guys, and that's what Josh Jacobs likes. That's what Matt LaFleur has now instilled in them, and runs far more than he ever did before. And that has also made a major impact in their physicality.
Jason, love the insight. We'll be hearing more on these stations, and we will talk to you next week.
All right, guys. Take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. Listen to him on Wilde and Tausch across these very stations from 9 to noon. It's Kyle, Bruss, and Nortman. No Brad, just Ben and Kyle. Strophy's out, so Ashton's in. Caller 16 and 19, that's what we're going to need for over-under, baby. Over-under coming up next year. The way this works, we get one caller, caller 16. He's going to choose over-under based off the category that Ashton Rotman has. Kyle and I team up. We get 10 guesses, get as many right answers as possible. Caller 19, you're stuck on the other side. So if 16 wants over, he believes in Kyle for us to beat that over-under.
Hey, could be a she too.
Okay.
Gotcha on that one.
Sounds wonderful. Caller 16, caller 19, 800-990-3776. You win a $50 gift card if you're on the right side. So 800-990-3776. Over-under on Kyle, Bruss, and Nortman. It's coming up next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
Wow. Just wow.
Has he sound good? We've been practicing.
I did it all last week. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of my progress.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. What happens when you mix a 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry Are you guys being serious? You guys can't put tunes
I got it. I could not get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turnover.
Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you too, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Join Shaka Smart and Cam Jones at Motor Bar and Restaurant at the Harley-Davidson Museum this Thursday at 6 p.m. for Marquette Thursdays.
A pair of 94-point outbursts for the Golden Eagles last week. First, it was Stonehill falling 94-59 to the Golden Eagles at Fiserv Forum. And then on Saturday afternoon, it was Western Carolina into town. Cam Jones enters.
Fort Marquette has it with gold the other way. Off on the right to Cam Jones. Scoop layup is good. Reverse scoop layup.
A 20-point, 10-assist, 6-rebound night for Cam Jones as Marquette wins 94-62. The 8-0 Golden Eagles will now take on Iowa State in Iowa on Wednesday night. That one tips off right here on 94.5 ESPN at 7 o'clock Wednesday.
This has been the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. Don't miss Marquette Thursdays at Motor Bar and Restaurant on the Harley-Davidson Museum campus all season long.
Give the gift of a special night out from the Bartolotta Restaurants. Purchase a gift card at Bartolottas.com and get a $20 holiday bonus for every $100 you spend. Happy holidays from all of us at the Bartolotta Restaurants, and thank you, Milwaukee.
It's time for the Ortho ASAP Minute from Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin.
Dr. Daniel Holland from Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin is joining me. Doctor, what makes an OAW surgeon different from most other surgeons?
At Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin, we have all fellowship-trained orthopedic specialists. We have all subspecialties of orthopedics covered through our office, so you can see anybody from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes and everywhere in between.
So let's say someone is feeling pain and they finally walk into OAW for that first time. Can you take me through that process of what's going to happen next?
We always start with an office appointment, which will involve me conversing with the patient, trying to figure out what's happening, and then a physical exam. And we have on-site x-ray and on-site MRI if we should need to move into diagnostic tests of that sort.
The Ortho ASAP Minute is sponsored by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. There is a difference.
Give the ultimate gift this holiday season with help from Menards. Bosch power tools are engineered to handle the toughest jobs, and Menards carries over 75 Bosch tools in stock. Whether you need to rip, cut, drill, or drive, Bosch power tools provide the power you need for tackling the toughest jobs. Right now, buy a select Bosch 18-volt tool and get an 18-volt battery kit for free. Good through December 8th. See Menards.com for details.
Gift giving is easy with an Island Resort and Casino gift card. Every person on your list can spend their time just the way they like it. Dining, going to a concert, relaxing at the Drift Spa, playing golf. No matter the reason, gift cards to the Midwest's premier resort destination are a sure bet. To order gift cards, stop by the Island Club today or call 877-ISL-SHOW. Then spread some joy because everyone knows your total experience is at the Island.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle Brust and Nortman.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, Big Voice Guy. I'm Ben Brust next to Kyle Wallace. No Brad Nortman, Ashton Rotman running the show. He has created the category and the Over Under or sourced it out to our great teammate, Will.
You already know I did. Shout out to Will.
Work harder or smarter or whatever the saying is.
See, I don't like that because I feel like Will's going to act like he has something to prove.
I know. He's going to try and get us.
Good, as he should. That's my guy.
You get nothing from this.
He's my protege.
Caller 16 is Sherry in Franklin, part of the royal family. She is on the over. She believes in Kyle and Ben. Hey. Stuck on the other side is Don in Sun Prairie. First and foremost, what is our category?
The category is top 10 fantasy scorers in ESPN Fantasy Football PPR.
Oh.
Top 10 fantasy scorers PPR.
All positions?
All positions.
Hit me with the over-under.
It is, drum roll, I could hit it, but I'm not going to, 7.5.
It's high.
Yeah, it is.
That's hard.
It's not. I promise you it's not.
Okay.
Are you ready?
How much time?
I mean, it's a 3-minute countdown. So.
I've been doing this segment for 6 years. I know how long it is. I'm stalling.
All right, I'll give you 5 more seconds before I hit it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now.
Let's get it. Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow, final. I'll be the final guy.
Okay. Joe Burrow is correct. Number 5 at 259.48.
Lamar Jackson? Or Saquon?
I was going to do Saquon first. Saquon final.
Final answer?
Get the Quan.
Number 2, 285.6.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase. Was he hurt at all? I just want to make sure he wasn't. It doesn't matter. I mean, he's been a wagon. Jamar Chase final.
Number 3, 272.3.
What about Joe Mixon? Oh, he missed a game.
Yeah.
Okay, how about Josh Allen?
I have Josh Allen. He's position 4 for quarterback, which should make the top 10 of this list.
And Lamar's number 1 for quarterback, I believe, right now.
Lamar final.
Lamar, number 1 overall, 321.4 points.
Luckily, we both play on ESPN Fantasy.
You said no to Joe.
I think Kamara's 3 in running backs. I like Derrick Henry as 2.
2 minutes.
You want to go with D. Henry?
D. Hen final.
Number 7 on the list with 254.2.
Then I like Kamara at 3. I'm not saying that yet. Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and Lamar.
Ripping it up, though.
Jalen Hurts gets so many
Rushing
touchdowns. I think Saquon also, even with his scores, he ends up with a 1 like 9 times I saw. And so it's Hurts. I like Hurts, Allen, Kamara.
If you believe in Hurts, let's go with Hurts. Or you got somebody else you want to put in front of him?
Oh, I'm talking. We got 5 for 5. We need 8. We got Hurts, Allen, Kamara. We need 2 more on the back end.
Hurts, Allen, Kamara, Mixon. Who's a receiver? Who else?
I mean, it was Nico before he got hurt.
When Nico was out. Who's been a receiver?
Amon-Ra.
Oh yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's had his touchdown streak got broken last week.
Let's go with these 4. Okay. And let's start with our. What do we think, Jalen for the first one?
Yeah, if you believe in Jalen.
Jalen final.
Jalen final. Correct. Number 6, 258.26 points.
Josh Allen final.
Correct. Number 8 with 251.74.
Let's run the table.
I
think.
So I got Kamara and Amon-Ra.
I think Amon-Ra is going to be on the list, top 10. I mean, I can't think of another receiver that's had a whole bunch of really pop games. He's had.
JJ's been solid, but he hasn't he's kind of came down from the early start.
Amon-Ra had 7 straight.
All right, hit Amon-Ra final.
Amon-Ra, number 14.
Oh.
Kamara final.
Kamara, number 10, 235.4.
Wow.
That did it. That's 8 of 9.
Nice job, guys.
Who do we miss?
You missed number 9. Do you want the answer or do you want to guess? You got 10 seconds.
Just give it to us.
You got Baker
10.
Mayfield.
Touchdowns.
Yeah, Baker, number 9. And then you guys didn't actually guess Saquon ever, did you?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Well, then you had Jake.
We had Joe Burrow, Saquon, Chase, Lamar, Derrick Henry, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Kamara, Baker, and then there's one other.
Jaden Daniels. Sorry.
Jaden Daniels.
Oh, we didn't get Jaden Daniels.
You guys were right on everything you were thinking the entire time.
I know. I study this way too much.
It's a little sad.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you won though, so
we're in a big money league, and it's it affects Kyle and I's bottom line as a family. So we've really got to.
I have no business being in this league.
That explains the garbage soup now.
Shut up.
I need this league in order to pay bills. The rest of you guys are just having it for fun money. I need this to pay my bills.
Take it easy. Now you're going too far.
Okay.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace. Excuse me.
What a break.
No Brad Nortman, Ashton running the show. It's a shortened show for us. We're still with Beaver Dam Madison until 4 o'clock, but Milwaukee only gets us till 4 because we lead you into Green Bay game day pregame show. But we do our version of our pregame with the Green Bay props and preview coming up next in 2 minutes. Plus, Steve Calhoun, quarterbacks coach of Jordan Love, will be joining. Stevie Calhoun, Greg Scalzo, Gabe Neitzel. We'll get you ready for the game, folks. Don't go anywhere in 2 minutes.
On the actual day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a 12-pack of Lakefront, 11 Jims of Beaming, 10 Royals Crowning, 9 Johnny's Walking, 8 Wines of Sparkling, 7 Miller's Lighting, 6 Geese of Graying, 5 Chardonnays, 4 Spotted Cows, 3 Cabernets, 2 gift cards from just 1 trip to Discount Liquor.
Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. 'Tis the season to check out Discount Liquor's tremendous selection of over 2,000 varieties of beer, 3,000 types of liquor, and over 8,000 wines from around the world. And yes, we do carry 8 varieties of ready-to-drink eggnog. Celebrate this most festive time with a great selection of beautifully packaged liquor gift sets, sure to make you the hit of the party or as a perfect gift for the liquor connoisseur on your shopping list. Discount Liquor, 2 locations in Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma and in downtown Waukesha on Main and Barstow.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings. Discount Liquor.
See all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
Wins, wins, and more wins are waiting to be uncovered at Potawatomi. Get ready to find yours in a winter stash of $300,000 in prizes this December. Play with your rewards card for entries, drawings on 3 thrilling Thursdays. Some seriously big wins are waiting for you. Winter Stash at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Bengo made his list and checked it twice. Turns out Bucks fans are really nice. Slay the holidays with a limited time ticket offer that will land you at the top of Bengo's nice list. Score gifts for the Bucks fans in your life and treat yourself too. Holiday packages feature ticket codes to redeem now or use later, exclusive Bucks holiday items, and an e-gift card that can be used to eat, drink, and be merry at Pfizer Forum. Explore options at bucks.com/deal season.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nordman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Hanging with you, KBN Nation. Yes, that is a funny comment, actually. Jair just collecting checks is one of the comments on YouTube. He is out, and this will be his 4th straight game of not playing the Detroit Lions. But it's Kyle Bruston Ortman till 4 o'clock. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, no Brad. Ashton Rotman in for the one, the only Alex Strofe. You, KBN Nation, at 800-990-3776, or watching on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. We're a shortened show, which means we got to get ready for the game our way, and that's with the Green Bay props and preview.
Here's an idea. Why don't you give me half the money you were going to bet? Then we'll go out back, I'll kick you in the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
Gather round, degenerates. It's time for the GBPP. Kyle Bruston Nordman are here to tell you how they plan to lose their money this weekend. This is the Green Bay Props and Preview.
All right, Ashton Rotman, I think, did these himself, so I'm proud. He didn't outsource his work.
I did it myself.
What we got here, Ashy?
Well, in the hard work that I've done, I did source it out a little bit, though.
Of course.
I shouldn't. I mean, I didn't come up with them myself. I did do the research and use the internet myself. I did need to shout out our wonderful friends at Potawatomi Sportsbook to help me out with these props and preview. All right, Josh,
get to the chorus.
Josh Jacobs, first touchdown scored today, plus 460. You taking that one?
Plus 460 for first touchdown?
First touchdown, Josh Jacobs.
I don't hate it. It's a lot of value. But the way I've been prognosticating in my head does not go, again, first touchdowns are very tough.
Yeah, you think he's going to throw that thing?
Yeah, I think they're going to throw the thing. I think it's a J-Love. If it's going to be a Packer score of first touchdown, I would rather take a flyer even on Wicks.
It would be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you could really get paid off that one. I think Tucker Kraft's probably the best bet for that one. But I really think if Josh Jacobs is the first touchdown, that means the Green Bay Packers just absolutely ran the ball down the field, dinked and dunked, and imposed their will and played with physicality we've talked about in that first drive, because typically Josh Jacobs is finishing within the 5-yard line to punch it in. So if the Packers do that, that means they had a hard, tough, gritty drive, and that'd be great the way to start the game.
Yeah, I think we answered your question with I think there's some better options for any first touchdown scored. I'd take a flyer on like a Dontavian or a Tucker. I kind of like that.
About time for Dontavian to start getting some tutties, so I'm with you on that. Here comes my favorite one.
Just catch the ball.
My favorite one is a Darius Smith over/under a half sack.
Under.
It's a revenge game for him. He's playing.
You don't want to see him army crawl?
No, I don't want to see any of that.
Of course, you don't want to see it, but would you bet on it? Because
plus 140 for a sack.
It's a good deal
on a revenge game.
It's a good deal, guys.
Malik Willis had his revenge.
Played for the Vikings already.
I know, but
listen, Zach Tom is one of the best offensive linemen in the NFL. If he goes against Zach Tom going to shut his behind down. No, nothing.
It's a good play, though. I don't know. Plus 140, Benny. Pretty good.
Kind of like what Kyle said there, though. He's going against Rasheed Walker. Rasheed Walker's pretty solid pass protection.
He has been.
Yeah, but he can luck into a sack. It's a half.
I'm not gonna lie. I hate these props and previews
because he's a Bears. Hey, he's a Bears
fan, and he's bringing out all of his biases here.
Whoa! It's true, but still, jeez.
I want Za'Darius.
Also, does Ashton listen to our show?
He basically says, I want Za'Darius Smith to have a sack.
I'm sorry, I'm not a complete homer for you guys all the time. I mean, jeez Louise.
Can he? One of these plus whatever on it. Give me the rushing yards higher than lower, passing yards higher than lower. Give me all this first touchdown garbage.
Hey, Kyle, how about this? How about you do the segment next time?
Next time.
How about we do it right now?
No, I like your props.
Josh Jacobs, yeah, of course you like him. Josh Jacobs higher or lower than 92.5.
Great, pick it.
Higher, baby.
This is like being a pre-show meeting.
Rushing
Stop
and
giving me the
receiving.
question.
So stop. I want to do Ashton's, and we'll get to that in a little bit because I like where you're going there. But for the record, Josh Jacobs, 74.5 was his over/under last week in rushing. He rushed for like 40 yards, but he had so many reception yards as well. So I would recommend, with the way they've been utilizing him, if you're going to go Josh Jacobs, look at the rushing plus receiving number because he's so versatile in this offense right now.
He's going to pound and ground today.
So we will see.
Total first half points. Let's move on. Total first half points. It's 26.5 is the total first half points. Over is -105. Under -118. What are you guys taking on that one? What do you like?
So 17-10 gets you
over. That's
over.
27, buddy.
14-13. I know. I'm trying to think like what's a realistic score in my
Stop
brain.
fighting, guys. We're a team.
Yeah, this question stinks. Next.
Typical Ben. Will either team score a defensive touchdown? Yes or no?
I have some statistics for you here.
Thank God. Finally, you did some work.
Jordan Love to throw an interception. Yes is -140. So that's telling you that it's more like you have to lay some pretty good juice because it's more likely that he's throwing an interception than not. So if you think it could be a potential pick six, plus 300 for a defensive touchdown would be the side I would go. I wouldn't lay the juice. I think you could sprinkle something on it, but I like the question. I was just bringing a little info just in case anyone liked it and wanted to put something down a pot.
Let me ask you a question about Jared Goff here. I know he's at home. I know he's had a pretty good stretch this season. Do you think they could pick one off? I mean,
pick one off potentially. I think they could nab one. But he protects the ball so well, and they're not taking one to the house today. I think both teams end up not scoring a defensive touchdown today. Those are hard to get, man.
I'm not out there. I know that.
Not happening today, especially not with my boy J Love out there.
All right, last one here. Jordan Love turkey leg mentions on the broadcast. Over or under 1.5?
I'm going to go under because you said Jordan Love. I might go over on the Green Bay Packers because they made that a team celebration. Josh Jacobs took the whole plate.
I love that.
He's like, we got to feed everybody. We're a team. This ain't about Jordan Love. It's about the team. It's not about Ashton Rotman. It's about the team.
Under. They're not going to. That was last week's news. Everybody's past Thanksgiving. Everybody's already doing Christmas stuff. It's time for Christmas.
They're going to mention it so many times. I'm hitting the hard on the over here.
I would say a better bet would be referencing Matt LaFleur's record in December.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's why they're going to just pound it in your head 24/7. Speaking of props, I know a place where Kyle can give you some.
Oh, yes. And y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so ready because today is game day for the Green Bay Packers, which means it's a great day to play the Underdog Fantasy Sports app. What I want y'all to do right now is go to your phone and download the Underdog Fantasy Sports app or go to UnderdogFantasy.com for you to play the great pick'em game that they have. It's so easy to play. What you do is you select your favorite teams or teams you don't like from you select higher or lower on those player stats. So the stats can be like I got here. Higher or lower of 92.5 receiving and rushing yards for Josh Jacobs, give me higher. Higher or lower than 1.5 touchdown passes for Jordan Love today, give me the higher. Amon-Ra, 6.5 receptions, higher or lower than that. Amon-Ra's probably going to have a good day getting a lot of receptions because there is no Jair. But if my picks hit, guess what? I can win up to 1,000 times my money. Yes, up to 1,000 times your money. It's fun and easy to play, and I want you to download it today in your mobile store. That's Underdog Fantasy Sports today, and when you sign up, make sure you use promo code KBN. That is promo code KBN, and it will give you up to $1,000 in a deposit offer. Yes, that's using promo code KBN with the Underdog Fantasy Sports app today. And always remember with Underdog, must be 18 plus in present state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concern with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
Scheduled to appear is Steve Calhoun from Armed and Dangerous, Jordan Love's quarterback coach in the offseason. We want to discuss a lot of this season, not last year, but what changed from after the bye. Is it health? Did he talk to him about decision-making? Let's get the inside scoop. Scheduled to appear is Steve Calhoun, Jordan Love's quarterback coach, joining Kyle Bruston-Nortman next. Don't go anywhere.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
You agree with me? Lola Bunny on your algorithm shaking her butt?
It's people on my Facebook sharing stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Lola the Bunny was kind of strapped.
Okay, here's as far as I'm... All I'll be able to say is I get why Bugs was so love drunk over Lola. I get it. That's
you.
As far as I can go to you.
Look at this. Look at this. Google Lola the Bunny.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Starting off off with some delays on westbound 94 from about 25th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's got a couple of pockets of heavy traffic right around 68th Street to Hawley Road, and then again coming out of the stadium. Southbound on 43 backing up from Keefe down towards Locust. Other than that, we are looking actually pretty good across the rest of the system. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, partly cloudy, chilly, a low of 15. Tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy, a high of 30. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The biggest game of the season. Will the Packers show life in the division with a win on Thursday in Detroit? Join Alex Strofe, Gabe Neitzel, John Anderson, and Green and Gold legend Brian Balaga for Green Bay Game Day. Presented by Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin. Starting at 4 p.m. Thursday right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Kyle Wallace. Right now at Universal Windows Direct, get 0% financing for 60 months, restrictions apply. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to uwd.com to schedule your free in-home estimate.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Rick, describe some of our wow Christmas gifts while Sarah and I name the prices and add a little commentary.
Okay. A 1.5 carat total weight diamond bolo bracelet.
Amazingly unique. Just $1,598.
Half carat total weight inside outside diamond hoop earrings.
Just $698.
1 carat total weight is just $898.
A fabulous 3 carat oval created diamond.
But we only have a few of these.
Just $3,998.
A 1 carat total weight created diamond tennis bracelet.
Just $898.
We also have the big 1 carat total weight natural diamond tennis bracelet for just $1,798.
And from now until Christmas, we have 18 months same as cash financing.
With approved credit.
And a delightful gift for you with every purchase of at least $300.
Merry Christmas.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Winter is here. Don't let your car care take a backseat. Protect your car against rust, salt, and grime this season at Tsunami Express Car Wash. Tsunami Express makes cleanup a breeze with their state-of-the-art wash technology, powerful free vacuums, and convenient unlimited wash memberships. Try their new best-in-class T2 with graphene wash for the ultimate long-lasting shine and protection. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Try your first wash free when you sign up online at TsunamiExpress.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Joining us now, quarterback coach in the offseason, our guy, Stevie Calhoun. Do we got Stevie Ashe?
Should be up. Oh.
No Stevie?
No. I mean, 3:15.
Oh, no. This is actually in real time. No, real time. I'm getting messages on Twitter X.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm on the field training right now.
I'm sorry. Did you not tell him the time?
All right. Coach Calhoun, want to talk Jordan again? Hope you're well. Sure, let me know when you'd like to do this. How's anytime 2:15 to 3:45? I'm available. I'm on the field till 2:45, so should be able to... Oh, my God. 3:15 PST.
Oh, no.
Do you know what PST means?
Pacific time.
Yeah. What time are we in?
Central.
Yeah. How many?
So not joining us will be Steve Calhoun. Why did you guys let me book anybody?
I don't know.
Nobody wants you to do anything ever, so I don't know why you did this. Whether it was me, Alex, Brian D., our content director, or
He's such a nice guy.
anyone else.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I'm on the field training right now.
Well, no, Doug.
he doesn't need to
No, he's a great guy, is what I'm saying.
He
This
said
is my
PST.
fault.
I don't understand. Like again,
I don't read good.
he needs to know there's something called "Are You Smarter Than Ben Bruss?" And most of the world is smarter than Ben Bruss because Ben Bruss saw PST and probably just thought, "Oh, okay, that's cool. Peace out to you too."
Are you serious right now?
Dad, I mean, this is a reaction real time. 3:18. I'm on the field training right now.
I feel like
sorry about that.
No,
he said so. He doesn't need to apologize.
Please, what are you writing back?
I don't know.
Okay, we need to craft this message. We need to work on this because
I think it's as simple as I'm
an
bleeped
idiot.
up.
I mean, I
didn't read PST, and I work at this company, and I know that when you're talking to different people and scheduling meetings, what do you do if you know they're out of market? I know he's in L.A. That's where Jordan Love and Romeo Dobbs and all of them go. Where do they go? They go to L.A., where Steve Calhoun is. That is PST.
So
when you send the calendar invite, you set what zone you are sending the times. I did not do that. I failed KBN Nation.
Ben,
I am sorry.
Easy right now. I got to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm pretty.
This is egregious.
I'm
This
pretty
is bad.
miffed off about this.
Alex Strofe on his deathbed at home being sick. This is why Ben shouldn't book guests. Oh my gosh, LOL.
Yeah, that's exactly why you should not be booking guests. And you always give stuff to Strofe for being a bad producer. Being a bad producer.
I'm not a host producer. I'm a host.
We
Then
see.
be the host.
Exactly.
Be the host.
So shut up next time you start giving us mess.
You're gonna host the relationship to the producer. That's what you need to do. Why don't you do that? Do something.
Do you feel bad for messing this up? You promoted Stevie Calhoun about 4-5 times.
I was
really looking forward to it. Can I tell you my questions?
You walked into I want to give before you do that. I want to give the KBN Nation the insight into how this happened this morning. I'm sitting at my desk, and then all of a sudden I hear you go, "Oh, I want to get Stevie Calhoun on today." And Brian's like, "Great idea." And guess what we got? Nothing.
Gabe! We got Gabe. Gabe just walked in.
Gabe's just early. Gabe's early. Gabe's
scheduled for 3:45.
Central time.
I can confirm that Gabe will be here.
Central time, right? Gabe, he's tried to book somebody today. Somebody in L.A.
Joining us now is the host of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, as well as the Green Bay Game Day pregame show following us at 4 o'clock, Gabe Neitzel.
Gabe, wouldn't you think he'd be more responsible to read his full message when somebody says, I can do 3:15 PST? Wouldn't you think he would say, okay, I need to know what PST is?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, oh, boy is right. I read a little too fast.
Honestly, the reason why I wanted to come in here a little bit early, I was driving in, and I heard you guys,
packed show.
Oh, hey, they're going to have Jordan Love's coach on.
Yeah, excited.
You wanted to listen?
I wanted to come in here because, we don't really necessarily have it up in the, in the main office. I'm like, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to see if there's any good info, any good tidbits I can drop to John Anderson and Brian Balaga on Green Bay Game Day. And turns out there was just a scheduling snafu, huh?
Yeah, we let Mr. I make my girlfriend or fiance eat out the garbage schedule stuff. It's a disaster. You're a disaster.
If you're going to bring that up, I don't know if Gabe had a chance to listen to the start of the show. You got to give a little more context.
I think what more context do I need?
There is no context.
No, because people agree with me on this.
No.
For those who missed it, Kyle Bruss and Nortman, Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Gabe Neitzel in for Brad Nortman, Ashton Rotman in for Alex Strofe. We're mixing and mashing it up till Green Bay Game Day pregame show. I went to go get a sandwich, and my fiance had said, I really would like the French onion soup from this deli that I love to go to. And I said, I can take care of that. I love you. So I went and I got that, and she was in a meeting, and so I was like, oh, okay, like I normally do. I put it in the fridge for her, and she knows what fridge it's always in. I got caught in a conversation eating with somebody else with lunch. So when I was done eating my Cubano, which was very good, I then put the person I was eating with trash with my trash into the bag, threw the bag into like the big pull-out garbage area because it's not as gross as the others. Mm-hmm. And then she comes up to me 40 minutes later and goes, where's my lunch? And I panicked and go, holy crap, I threw it out. And I dug through the trash, and here's why I thought it was okay.
Okay.
It was saran wrapped, it was in a container, and it was in a paper
yeah.
bag.
Don't say yeah.
Well,
don't
no,
affirm
I'm
any of
following-
this.
Gabe,
Don't
you notice
affirm
how
any of this nonsense.
It immediately became somebody else's fault because he got pulled into a different direction. It's not his fault anymore.
I didn't say it's not my fault. I'm just saying I would have ate it.
Well, yeah, but that shouldn't be the standard.
Yeah, you sound like the rest of them.
That shouldn't be the standard. Whether or not you eat something, like letting you set the standard for KBN is as if we let Chewy set the standard.
He kind of
on our
does.
show. Right? Like, we don't let Chewy set the standard. We don't let him tell us that, showering once a week is okay or wearing the same pair of socks throughout the course of the week is okay. That's not something that we do on the
We have
show.
a lot in common. Huh?
Yeah, it is. Kyle was just getting at me for only owning like 10 pairs of pants that I rotate.
He wore this same jacket 2 days ago.
No, I didn't.
Okay, last week. I'm sorry.
Last week.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I wear the same clothes every week. What does it matter? Does that matter?
I mean, as long as you're doing a regular laundry.
Yeah, I do
I
the laundry.
He doesn't.
See, you don't know.
We don't believe that. We do. His clothes haven't faded at all.
You know
I
what
know he ain't that
sucks
good at anything in life.
is I'm still battling back from the last 6 years.
You guys are breaking down the great shot that this man hit in his collegiate career on social media the other day, and you're telling me he's not good. He's not good at anything.
I said great. He was a good basketball player. If he was a great basketball player, he'll still be in the NBA, or he would have got the NBA check.
Still be.
I will say this: Ben was a great college player.
Thank you.
You set a mark like career 3-pointers at a program like Wisconsin. You had a great collegiate career.
Yeah, it got broken. He was in front of the chain. The game was changing. He was just leading the pack. He was a pioneer. That's all that was. He was a pioneer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it sucked. Tim Blocum had held it from like 1980. Like he had a great mullet. And Tim Locum called me because I broke it in Milwaukee at the Bradley Center.
Yeah, against Oregon.
Against Oregon, wonderful game. And Tim Locum called me and congratulated me. I didn't need to call Bronson because I played with him. He was a freshman when I was a senior, and he broke it his senior year. I was like, damn, that happened fast.
That didn't
and then
last too
Davison
long.
got his 18 years. And
yeah, I don't know if that one should count. Like, if we're not counting all of Ron Dane's yards, should we be counting all of Brad Davison's games? He played longer than most people play professionally.
And I'm curious, as Gabe, you do Marquette pre-halftime and all that with the Marquette Radio Network. One thing that I do have going for me is somehow I got to 1,148. I love how I was going to give a flat number, and I know the exact number. 1,148 points. I think it's 28th in there for all-time scoring Wisconsin. Sure. Do you think that because of the transfer portal that, do they need to make a second record system? Because a lot of the times they give the 1,000-point scorers a ball, but I don't know if it goes in the Wisconsin or the Marquette. Marcus Howard will never be touched.
Oh, that's never going to be touched.
You know
that's
what I mean?
Never going to be touched. No. Yeah, no, 100%.
Somebody might have.
See, that's a great college basketball player right there.
Why are you such an ass?
I'm not.
I wonder
really good.
I wonder if there's anything I could say about Ben that Kyle won't immediately disagree with and try to discredit.
Try it.
I don't know.
Ben was a great leader of our stupid Madison versus Milwaukee golf tournament.
Yeah. Ben was a great captain for us. We won
all 4 of my matches.
He won all 4 of his matches. We won the event 15-5.
Who was he playing against?
Good call.
We've lost a lot.
Yeah, they probably sent the BD squad, the Z squad that day.
Man, say something nice about me.
You're a dad.
Yeah, you did a great job making
that's
a baby.
a fact.
You didn't say you're a great dad.
That's just a
you're
fact.
You're a good dad. You said you're a dad.
You are a dad. I said what I said.
That's great, man. You did a great job making the baby. Good job.
Nice.
Well, I mean...
Thanks.
Hey. I
don't know if that was the compliment you were looking for.
Yeah.
But eventually, he got
Again,
there.
I'm not feeling great right now, but I think it's my fault that I didn't read PST. I'll take that Pacific time. I was wrong. That being said,
so what are you going to do? Are you going to record something with him at 5:15?
Well, Ashton had an idea that if Jordan Love plays great, we still can get him on. If he plays bad, we can be like, what the hell happened? What do you think?
Yeah, notice how the producer had a good idea there. What a shocking revelation.
And notice how
if only this producer actually produced shows on a regular basis.
Idea. What an idea.
I said when I started the show, I was like, and Madison, if you haven't heard Ashton Rotman, you haven't missed anything.
I don't disagree with that, though.
I don't know what to do here. I know what to do with the show. Kyle, you talked about Underdog. We're going to get to some other things we got to talk about. But Greg Scalzo's next. And I kind of love the Greg Scalzo, Gabe Neitzel, Kyle Wallace dynamic right now. I don't know.
Do you listen when you talk at all?
Gabe and Greg worked together for how long? You guys were on the air together for a while.
Oh, man. I've known Greg.
He's not even listening to us right now.
No, he just goes.
You already did Underdog last segment.
Yeah, and I realized that.
I think I've known Greg for like 15 years.
Yeah. Gabe Neitzel, Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust.
You know what they have in common? They both made their 5 fingers meet your face.
Yeah, but Greg Scalzo, Greg Neitzel both have slapped me in the face. Greg Scalzo.
Struggling.
Greg Scalzo joins me next. They broke me. Gabe was trying to be nice, too. That's the crappy part.
That's why I can't say he's great, Gabe.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
That is completely unacceptable. It is unacceptable for a team to
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Is acceptable? Unacceptable?
Unacceptable.
Unaccessible. Wait.
What?
Wait. My mind is
unacceptable.
Unacceptable. What did I say?
Unacceptable.
My mouth and brain
Unacceptable.
are like not working
Unacceptable. What did I say?
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Still seeing some delays along eastbound 94 in pockets from right around 68th Street, and then again from the stadium interchange towards 35th. The westbound side is a little tight from 25th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. And then we're seeing some delays southbound 43 from just south of Capitol Drive all the way down towards Locust. Back on the brakes heading through the Marquette interchange. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, partly cloudy, chilly, a low of 15. And tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy, a high of 30. Weather is brought to you by the Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Always have a slice of summer by playing Pro Tour courses on one of their 12 simulators. Book a bay for just $35 Monday through Thursday. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Gabe Neitzel here to give you some advice. If you're making plans to propose to that special someone in your life, the Jewelry Center has to be your stop for the win. It's what I did. They're the best place to shop for diamond engagement rings in Milwaukee for a reason. I didn't know what to get, but with help of a Pinterest board, the Jewelry Center and their team of specialists took care of everything from start to finish. Naturally mined diamonds, lab-grown diamonds, whatever you're in the market for, when it comes to an engagement ring, the Jewelry Center has it. Find locations and inventory online at shoptjc.com.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Get ready for the moment we've all been waiting for. It's the 300K season finale giveaway at Potawatomi. Friday, December 20th, watch your entries from Bird Bash, Cash Clash, and Winter Stash. All pile into one massive drawing for a chance at up to 50 grand cash. Be there to win your share. December 20th, only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Learn more at paysbig.com/finale. Must be 21 years old to play.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta here with Brad Nortman, and we've got a holiday deal from Quintessa Aesthetic Center that you don't want to miss.
That's right, Jen. The holidays are coming up fast, and if you're looking for the perfect gift for that special woman in your life, or maybe you're interested in checking out Quintessa for yourself, we've got you covered.
Now, through December 20th, for every $100 gift card you buy, you'll get a $20 bonus card. It's a once-a-year deal to make her holiday unforgettable or treat yourself.
Visit myquintessa.com today to grab this special offer. Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. ESPN Milwaukee's Big Boss.
I'm not going to be able to help you.
The only one who holds Ben accountable.
We each do our own research, Ben.
Welcome to Thursdays with Greg Scalzo.
Happy Thursday!
On Kyle Bruston Norton.
Music to many people's ears, and pretty fitting as Greg Scalzo and myself, Ben Brust, are going to a Dead cover band tonight. It's Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. A little mashup going on. We got myself, Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Gabe Neitzel in for Brad Nortman for the presumable future until 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
Green Bay Game Day pregame show.
Will you be here tomorrow after the Dead Company? What is it called? Grateful Dead? Grateful Dead?
Yes, I will be here.
All right, cool. Just making sure you ain't going to pull El Strofe.
Nope, I will be here.
He's sick, eh?
Oh, was Strofe out last night?
No, he's sick today. He's out today.
Scals, guess what?
Was he out last night? Oh, probably.
Guess what his first words when he woke up this morning were?
What?
I'm not going to be on Green Bay Game Day. And then per sources, at least it's not an irrelevant day. No mention of KBN.
Wow, there's something brewing here.
There is.
Can you sense that right there? There's something brewing.
You don't have to be a detective to sense that one.
4 months in the making.
We have a lot of confidence.
Also, you left out Josh DiMaggio as far as going to that concert tonight. You said me and you were going. No
well,
mention
you're here.
of Josh DiMaggio,
Wait,
producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewin'.
What time is this concert? I know.
8 o'clock at Riverside.
Well, Josh is off your show tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I know Josh is off the show, but I'm more concerned about Josh missing a Packer game. Like, that's the big... I wish I'd have known this information...
For the show
today.
Yeah.
He kept that one under wraps for now.
Really good cover band, huh?
Yeah, well, the producers just sit back there and they don't reveal things they don't want to know.
You just booked someone for the wrong time, you nincompoop.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I want Greg and then not necessarily Gabe for this one because he's going to talk about it for 3 hours coming up on Green Bay Game Day pregame. The vibe that we've been getting the entire show is that Packer fans are really confident. Tausch is really confident that the Packers will win this game. Do you have the same confidence, Greg Scalzo?
That the Packers are going to win? Yeah, I do. I think the Packers end up winning tonight. I know. I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl. I'm not even sure they'll get to the championship. It does. It just kind of feels like this is a down spot. Like this is a spot for Detroit to slip up. They're beat up a little bit. It's a Thursday. They're coming off of a big win last Thursday. Indoors. Like, I'm not saying that the Packers, I wouldn't put my mortgage on the Packers winning.
Well, are we going to bet it?
It feels like a winnable game for Green Bay. And it feels like this Packers team is hitting their stride now. Now, the entire season's been hitting of the stride for Detroit. But it feels like a winnable game for Green Bay in this spot.
All right.
Can I just throw something out to the panel?
Of course.
Because
it's a round table.
It bothers me just a little bit because we keep talking about, oh man, Packers got to get hot at the right time. And to me, that implies they're just not good enough. That means you just got, you're just kind of, because the Lions, to your point, like that was a question somebody asked, oh man, are the Lions getting too hot? Are they playing there? No, turns out the best teams just are good. And that's what the Lions are. And it seems all year we've been waiting for the Packers. Okay, we got to get hot at the right time. We got to get hot at the right time. And it almost seems like it's an insult to the Packers that they're not good enough. They just have to get hot. And that's how they're able to beat teams.
Yeah, no, I think it's just you want to see more consistency out of the Green Bay Packers. We talked about this, I believe it was yesterday, of that we just haven't felt fulfilled with some of these victories from the Packers when you have a close game where you basically have to kick a game-winning field goal to beat the Texans. You have to kick a game-winning field goal to beat the Jags as well. You just feel like these are wins, but they don't feel really great about them, right? And then these last 2 weeks, though, you start seeing a little bit of momentum. The Bears game wasn't cute. We didn't like that whatsoever. We're just happy to escape with the victory. But the last 2 weeks, you feel like like, okay, there's something going here. Jordan Love's playing better. The defense is stepping up as well. And so I think it's more so how the Packers are playing. The consistency is what we're waiting for. And hopefully we're going to see that continue on tonight.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is, though, the thing that you could be optimistic about is at least they've beat everyone else, right? Like, they're not dropping.
Yeah.
Like, all teams seem to drop one against a bad team at some point during the season. So at least they've taken care of business. Now they need a win. They need a win tonight. They lost to the 3 teams in the NFC.
They don't need a win tonight.
Yes,
Yes,
they
they
do.
do. Yes, they do.
They do.
Why?
Because otherwise you're saying they've lost to the Lions twice, the Vikings once, and the Eagles
They
once.
beat
And all those
nobody
teams
if
are
they don't
ahead
win
of them.
today.
But like that's all just conjecture here. They're still a good team. Like they're a good football team.
But they don't win. They have no chance at the division.
They
if
don't.
You
They
don't.
don't. I'll break it to you right now. They already don't have a chance at the division.
That's
They're
wrong.
not gonna- they're
That's
not
wrong.
gonna win the
Don't you
NFC
know
the
North.
Lions
They're
play
not
the
gonna
Bills?
win
Yeah, well,
the NFC
The
North.
math doesn't help you out here, Kyle, because I believe if they win out, I think like the New York Times or the Athletic, whoever
They're
has the
still
model,
only, like-
it's like a 33% chance of winning the division if the Packers win out.
Well, they had like a 17% chance to make the playoffs last year, and they did that last year. So
But my point is like that shouldn't be at this. This is not a must-win game. If they lose, they're still going to make the playoffs. And
Agreed.
they're still going to be very
So
competitive.
you think if they lose today against the Lions, you're going to have confidence that they can still beat the Lions in the playoffs, or that this is a real Super Bowl team?
I don't have confidence they can beat the Lions in the playoffs
but
now.
if they-
So, like, I guess I'm going to come at this from a different
I
point.
guess for-
And again, we're still at the point in this Packers team, right? If you look year after year after year, last year they impressed, they overachieved, they had an
did.
incredible run towards the playoffs. They won in Dallas. I think we kind of all realize now that maybe Dallas was a little bit,
Fraudulent.
Don't you
of a
take
house
that
of
away
cards.
from us.
No, I don't.
Don't you take that away from Jay Love.
No, I won't, because for his first career playoff start, for him to go in on the road and do what he did was remarkable. This year, it feels like, okay, now we know this is a good team with a really good coach, and they've got a culture. That's what this year is about. I think next year, to me, I look at it and I say,
Jason
okay,
said
can
the
you
same
keep
thing.
building? Like, they're still a remarkably young team. And if you
Yeah.
look at a team like
The
the
youngest
Lions,
team.
and if you look at a team like the Lions, last year for them was when it was like, oh, this is a really good team with culture. And now this year, they feel like a Super Bowl contender. It's just how, and look, any team can get hot in the NFL, but to me, this just doesn't feel like a team that's going to win the Super Bowl or go to the Super Bowl this year. But I still think they're going to be really competitive, and I still
man,
think
you've
they can be really
changed since
proud.
we stopped doing the show. You would have
How
been
so?
you would have been on like a Super Bowl train with me.
That's
You've been
because
singing the praises.
35-year-old Aaron Rodgers, who was a 4-time MVP. When you've got a
Well,
35-year-old,
or you could
4-time
say a
MVP.
guy that had lost in the NFC all the time. Why would you put your faith in him going to the Super Bowl?
Well, I was clearly wrong.
Yeah, there we go. That's all I was looking for.
Well, we hope you're
So,
clearly
like-
wrong about this as well. 'Cause I truly believe the Packers win today. This gives them the confidence as well, right? A lot of this, you played at a high level. You know, beating teams, and when you really want to get up for them, you're able to take.
Now your career has
Thanks,
meaning.
Gabe.
Now your career.
He's
High
got
level now.
Yeah.
He's got credibility. It's because now you have the confidence that we can beat and play with anybody in this
I wonder
league.
if this is more for the fans than the team. You know what I mean? Or is it both?
No, I think this is big for the team.
Because every time they've stepped up level of competition, they've lost. Mm-hmm. Lost
They
to the
beat San
Eagles.
Francisco.
Are you serious?
Oh, sure. Yeah, they did. I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact. That
Why are
did
you
happen.
smiling then if you're serious?
'Cause
He's
it
being a
wasn't
smart ass.
It wasn't a full San Francisco.
But they
before the year, you said they beat San Francisco. You'd be pretty happy.
But the 3 teams ahead of them right now in the standings, the Lions, the Vikings, the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
They stepped up to all 3. They lost to all 3. So I think even if you just hang in this game, I look at this game a lot like, and I can't wait to talk to Balaga about this. I want to float this idea to him. In 2010, the Packers went down to Atlanta. They lost the game to the Falcons, but they hung with them. There was a really tight game. Falcons ended up kicking a field goal at the end, and they walked away from that game going, oh, Falcons, we can play with the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like this invincible team. And then what happened in the NFC playoffs?
Blow the doors off.
They just absolutely, they had the confidence when they went down there. So I'm with Greg in that they don't have to win this game. If they just hang with the Lions and if they make a couple of mistakes along the way, hang in there, lose a tight game by 3-4 points, if they play again in the postseason, they go, oh, we can hang with the Lions. We did it just a month ago.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Gabe Neitzel, Greg Scalzo, the round table of Kyle Bruss and Nortman today with Ashton Rotman running the show. I feel like I have to bring this up.
You digging around the trash in the middle of the office?
No, we've already hit on that quite a bit.
How
Yeah.
many witnesses were there?
Too many.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a.
I was going to get to my my Spotify Wrapped, which usually people don't care about, but I'm confused.
Did she eat the soup?
No.
Okay.
No, she went
He
and got
put
a
it
salad.
in a bowl for her to eat, though.
Oh, it was the most disgusting looking
it's
thing
gross.
too. Because all of the
croutons were hard.
Lit like spilled
Yeah.
out, so it was just the mushy onion of the soup.
Well, and the
only good part.
croutons were hard, and then because it was sitting in there, they expanded double the size and were mush, and so it just looked like a pile of mush.
Didn't even offer to get her new food either. Didn't offer.
We had to meet.
We had to tell him to go get her some new food.
And even then, his least efforts were my card is in my desk.
All right, I wanted to move on from that. I thought we hit on that enough today. Thanks, guys. I'm not in trouble. Don't worry. Everything's good. I hope.
It doesn't sound like it.
I hope. How the hell? Guess who my top artist was in Spotify?
I mean, I already know the answer, so I feel like I shouldn't guess.
Grateful Dead.
T Swift.
I don't know how. How did you get that?
T Swift. How'd you get T Swift?
I don't listen to Taylor Swift.
Obviously, that's it.
My top songs are none are Taylor Swift. And one of our marketing teammates said, this is like a playlist of a bachelorette party I've been to.
Let's hear it.
Stargazing.
I don't know that.
You and I stargazing.
Nope, don't know
You're
it.
singing it, so.
A bar song.
Oh, everybody at the club getting tipsy, bar getting tipsy.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that one.
Undeniable by Kygo.
Don't know that.
Keep It Simple, Matoma.
I don't know who Matoma is.
And Birdsong Live, which is Grateful Dead.
Oh.
How did Taylor Swift end up as number one?
You must play her a lot still.
I don't know any of her songs. I don't know any of the lyrics.
Oh, this feels like
Quiz me.
overly defensive right now.
Yeah.
I am, because I can't figure out, like, the algorithm doesn't lie, but I feel like the algorithm's lying.
Well, it's not even an algorithm. It's just simple math. It's just counting.
data.
Yeah, it's just counting how many times you listen to a Taylor Swift song this year.
But you're claiming you don't know any Taylor Swift song.
I mean, I know this one because...
I was under the impression you didn't know any.
No, this was a song that was requested that had to be played by the band at one of the weddings we went to, so I know this one.
I'm guessing that song has been played on your Spotify 3,
Is there
4,
a way to
5
look
times.
beyond your top 5 songs or no?
No, the only thing that I can think of is when I wake up on like a Saturday and like she's down there earlier than me, she'll be like brainwashing my child into becoming a Swiftie on like the
You guys
TV.
share a Spotify?
I think my Spotify's on the TV. We don't share a Spotify.
There it is, maybe. Maybe she's playing it on the TV for baby.
She already denied this
Hey,
theory.
Ben, do you know this song? I'm just curious.
No.
That's a lie. He does.
No, I don't.
He knows.
And this isn't good. I don't like her music. She's not a good singer.
She's not. But I don't want to
Taylor Swift, good singer?
destroyed.
I'm not messing with the Swifties. So
I will go on the record and say, of course she's a good singer.
she obviously is doing something right. She's doing something right.
She's the most
She can't
popular
dance.
person
She's
on
got
the
no
planet.
vocals. It's all bleh.
I left Taylor Swift in 2023. I'm not going to put any more Taylor Swift hate out there because it didn't work last year. People came at me. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
if y'all like Taylor Swift, more love to you.
Don't mess with the Swifties.
I'm
for
not messing
Scals.
with the Swifties.
Why is it for Scouts?
It's Scouts. We're
Olivia Rodrigo fans. Yeah.
Oh, this is Olivia Rodrigo?
She's way better than Taylor Swift.
Agree. I already hear more musical talent.
Far and away.
Yeah, Chaperone, my number 4.
Person who writes all of their own music has zero musical talent, according to Ben.
She's a better songwriter than she is a singer.
That's possible.
How do we get here?
Yeah, why did we go this direction? Why did you just had a personal question?
Yeah, I'm so confused how Taylor Swift's my number one artist. It doesn't make any sense at all.
Ben Brust, certified Swiftie.
Swiftie. That's who I am. Greg, anything for us?
I mean, I feel like we covered a whole lot of different things right there. How did you screw up the timing with the guest?
I just didn't read.
Okay. Well,
it's a fundamental.
I guess that's explanatory.
Whose fault is it that they left Ben in charge? Because I feel at this point, much like when Chewy does something wrong, I take responsibility because Chewy has let us know who he is at this point. Who decided it was a good idea to let Ben book the guest?
I just did it.
He would roll.
Ben decided it was good for Ben.
I don't think he ever booked a guest in the history of our show.
He was excited.
He's still
Neither did Joshy.
He's never gotten one.
Neither did Joshy. That is true.
I had said, hey, would love to have you join. Sure, let me know when you do it. I said, how's anytime 2:15 to 3:45? I didn't put Central. I didn't do anything.
Foolish.
Said, I'm off the field at 2:45. I could drive to my house and be ready at 3:15 PST.
Did you let him know we're not going to have him?
Yeah.
follow-up.
Yeah, I did.
I thought Ben was going to just hang out and record with him at 5:15.
Why would you put him on Green Bay Game Day?
You want him?
That's the Jason Wilde hour.
That would be the sixth guest. Well, fifth would be
Almost
fine.
like this show right now.
Fifth is fine.
Thank you, Greg.
What kind of Ben Bruster are we going to get tonight at the concert? So, like, I don't know.
You tell
Kyle,
me. Who am I
Have
at
you ever been out
concerts?
with Ben before?
No, I have not.
So Ben is like either A, has to be the life of the party where he's like the guy that's like, or B, he is a complete recluse and like doesn't really talk a lot and just pretty much wants to leave and go home.
Those are two extremes. Ben.
There is no middle ground Ben. It's either like I'm all in fun Ben or like I'm constantly looking to just leave and go home and do nothing.
It might be
but
the
look
latter.
on my phone and listen to Taylor Swift.
So if Joshy show, because Joshy is very much similar to that.
Josh DiMaggio,
Where
producer
Josh
Jen
is already
Givenshuey.
committed. He's like,
but when Josh is committed, he's going to be. I mean, he's all in. So is Ben going to feel the need to try to like match that level, maybe even one up the level of Josh if Josh is getting too much attention?
We're two different levels.
When they go to concerts together, Joshy kind of bullies Ben early on.
He does. He's mean.
Like it's a very interesting power dynamic.
Don't break my boy tomorrow. We need him. We need our host.
Nah, you don't. Do you?
Are you going to make it through the whole concert
I
tonight?
thought we were doing good.
See, we've already got it. He's going to leave early.
Oh, he's already plotting in his head. How
No,
he's
I'm not
gonna escape.
plotting. I'm working tomorrow. I can't go full
Are you
go
working tomorrow?
concert.
I'm.
He took
I'm
off.
technically
I mean-
off tomorrow.
Oh wow.
But
Your
I
show's
will
not till
be-
the afternoons.
But I do have multiple meetings still tomorrow.
Be safe.
He has more meetings than me, and he's off.
I have a 10 a.m. meeting. I'll be working before Ben is even in the office tomorrow, I presume.
Well, there's late daycare drop off at 10 a.m. It just,
Oh, see?
hey, honestly,
How did I call that?
Well, I mean,
I am taking a day off. I'm taking PTO tomorrow, and I will still be working before Ben Bruster.
I had to say it now because I was going to
If I'm-
say it later.
if I'm being honest, like, I'm not shocked you called that and sniffed it out somehow.
You are like a drug sniffing dog when it comes to me. So yeah, I actually
know
think
all
I'm going to
of
be
the Ben
full go
Brust
Benny
tricks.
because I think I can handle.
Till 10 a.m. tomorrow? What are you trying to, like...
I mean, I got to get up with the kid.
So do I.
I was about to
I
say,
have two of them.
He's got two.
It's all
This
relative,
morning,
Greg.
my baby crapped on the carpet this morning. That's how I woke up.
Which one? The
The
young
baby, yeah.
Oh.
Antibiotics, not pretty, Kyle.
one? Oh gosh, I'm getting.
Things you have to look forward to.
Yeah, I'm getting a crash.
He already
course of
thinks he's
kids.
only just having one now after
Yeah.
hanging out with his cousin's kid.
Too much. They're too needy.
Thanks, Greg.
See ya.
See you tonight.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
Can you try it again?
Worcestershire. It's getting Worcestershire every time I say it.
Shire.
Worcestershire. How you try and say
Why
it?
would they name something so complicated?
Exactly. You
If they're
try and say
get
it. It's
catch on.
WORCESTER Shire. Worcestershire.
All right, as we're looking that up, two more questions.
Worcestershire.
Yeah, no.
Worcestershire Shire.
Worcestershire.
It feels like it should end at Worcestershire.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. What happens when you mix a three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry Are you guys being turnovers. serious? You guys can't put two.
I got it. I did not get it when you first
They don't
said
call
it.
themselves Racine Danish turnovers. Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you too, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Have you seen them yet?
Seen what?
4 different ways to say I love you.
I'd love to see those. Show me the list.
What list?
The list of 4 different ways to say I love you.
Let's start over.
Where are you going, Monica?
I'm going to get the 4 different ways to say I love you.
Sarah, imagine a box of assorted chocolates.
Okay.
When you open the lid, what do you see?
I see a guy sitting on a park bench saying, "Life is like a box of chocolates."
But what are the shapes of the chocolates?
There are 4 different shapes.
Here they are.
Those are gorgeous.
4 diamond pendants covered in diamonds.
Almost like they were dipped in diamonds.
And each diamond was created inside a miniature star.
But you'd have to be rich to afford one of these.
Choose the diamond pendant you like best. $148.
I love Kessler's.
Everyone loves Kessler's.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Are you looking for a way to make an impact this holiday season? Donate to Life Navigators Soap Suds Drive. It's simple. Your donation of body wash, hand soap, lotion, or laundry pods will help local kids and adults with disabilities stay safe, happy, and healthy all year. Please consider donating this holiday season to the Life Navigators Soap Suds Drive. Learn more on how you can donate at lifenavigators.org. Life Navigators has been your disability partner for 75 years. Learn more at lifenavigators.org.
Gabe Neitzel from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy here. Don't let the chilly weather end your golf season. X-Golf and American Family Field is open all year round. They've got innovative and accurate golf simulators, all overlooking left field at AmFam Field. Enjoy daily lunch specials or have an outing with your friends and take in X-Golf's full bar and food menus. X-Golf AmFam Field is even offering golf lessons by a PGA Pro. Everyone is welcome at X-Golf AmFam. Book your sim today, xgolfamfamfield.com. I'll see you out there.
Mark Tauscher here, encouraging you to join in on the fun with Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform with an injury insurance policy so that your lineups stay in play even if one of your players gets injured. If your player leaves in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup live. Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And when your picks hit, you get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. And you can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. Download the app today. Use code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
This time of year can be really tough on a number of areas in your home. If you're struggling with any electrical issues, the superheroes at Current Electric are ready to help you. Chuck Smith is a Brookfield Central grad who started Current Electric over 40 years ago. His mission was to serve our community with integrity and quality. Whether it's as small as a switch repair or as large as rewiring your entire home, to a generator to keep your lights on, or even interest in solar energy, call on the superheroes from Current Electric. Go to callcurrent.com. That's callcurrent.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know we used
I've been
to
branded
make mad love.
I've been branded.
So take a look what you've done.
I'm the Taylor Swift guy.
Cause baby, now we got
But Ben wants to lie, like I gotta catch him in the lie.
Now we got wrong.
All right, well, Kyle, I know you were part of the Green Bay Game Day pregame show last year, and according to sources, you didn't pick the Packers to lose, or maybe once.
The one game I picked them to lose, they won. The Chiefs.
I don't think you've picked them to lose all year.
Why would I? I mean, they've been in every game this year, basically.
What do you mean every game this year?
They weren't really in the Vikings game or the Lions game.
I mean, the Vikings game, they got it down to 1 score.
Yeah.
Lions game, they were in it early. That
Well,
pick
they-
six
but they
ended
never-
up-
You
they never
yourself
had
have
the ball.
admitted that like it wasn't.
The Packers never had the ball
close
with the
to
chance to win or take the lead in the second half.
So give us the Kyle Wallace prediction that as the green and gold on top.
Yeah. So today with the green and gold, it's simple, y'all. It's very simple. The Green Bay Packers are a team that's on a mission. They knocked off the San Francisco 49ers because they wanted that. They were searching for another opportunity to knock off those 49ers because of what happened in the playoffs, and what did they do? They knocked them off. And then last week, you had the Dolphins coming into Green Bay, and they wanted a chance to prove that we are going to be consistent and we're going to dominate football teams. And they really were physical last week, and they dominated the Dolphins. They dominated the Dolphins, and as Ben went in my ear to tell me to hurry up, it's simple. The Lions are injured. The Lions are hurt. The Green Bay Packers are going to ground and pound the ball. Jordan Love's going to be able to carve them up as well. The Packers are going to win this game against the Lions. We're going to be
30 seconds.
Tomorrow.
What was the point of Ben getting in your ear if you're just going to rat him out right away?
Did you hear what he said?
I did.
Yeah, I said it for Gabe's entertainment too.
Yeah, it distracted me. I said,
We
you
had
know
20
what?
seconds before Gabe is on the
20.
Green Bay Game Day pregame show. I wanted to talk to him about what's coming up. But
Packers 30-27.
30-27 from Kyle. That's the most important thing you'll hear all day long. Except if you listen to the next 3 hours of Green Bay Game Day pregame show. Gabe Neitzel, Blaga, Anderson, anyone else?
Jason Will, the hour, Rob Domofsky. It's going to be a great time.
Take us out, Ash.
We do have a broken down vehicle on the bypass heading southbound.